Trench work.
Mama told me, not to sell word. Mama 17.5, same color t-shirt, white. Mama told me, not to sell word. Mama 17.5, same color t-shirt. Yeah.
How's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the Bullard Buzz. This is episode 1, and I am your host this week, Randall Brewster. This is a pretty big year for us here at Bullard. It's the 125th year anniversary. And to celebrate, we put together a little video showing what us Panthers think about the campus.
Bullard is awesome.
And a fantastic place to work.
Competitive, compassionate,
close-knit,
family, and fun.
Friendliest school I have ever been in.
Respectful.
Today, we're interviewing you about the 125 years that Bullard has been around. We want to know if you have any specific words you'd want to use to describe how Bullard has progressed from what you know.
It's pretty crazy to think that, this place has been around 125 years. I know that every time I walk down the hallway and see the previous classes that graduated from here, some of them only having 25 people in them. It's crazy to think, I wonder for those that are still around back in that time, what they think about what Bullard has become, I think they would see a lot of things that they're very proud of, but I think it's definitely pretty cool to take it all in 125 years.
No, it's been great. I have been very fortunate. I have worked here and been the superintendent for Bullard ISD since the very beginning of the 2020 calendar year. I came in the middle of that 1920 school year. So this is my 6th school year with Bullard ISD that I've been a part of, and it's been a great time. We've accomplished quite a bit. Very proud of our students, very proud of our staff, and even more excited about the fact that we're celebrating 125 years of Bullard ISD's existence.
Mm-hmm. So we overheard that you made a slideshow for the staff to view. Was there anything on that slideshow you maybe want the students to see? Anything funny, informative, anything you just want them to know? And
so that very first school year, we were a one-building, one-room schoolhouse type situation. And they had hired a principal, Professor Vandiver was his name, was part of that work. And the community had selected 3 individuals that would serve as the board of trustees for the school district. One of them was Jay Bullard, who the town is named after. There's another individual, last name of Tarrant, and I cannot think of the third one's name, but I've got a picture of it in that slideshow that you could look at. And so the community had selected 3 board members, along with the principal and a couple of teachers and things like that. It was very interesting to note that all students had to pay tuition at that time. Now, it was minimal tuition. It might have been $1 or $2 every month as part of the tuition, but everybody paid tuition. Then we continued to grow, as the community does, and so especially in the 1940s, 1950s, we started adding more buildings and more things. We did some during the middle of that. I think it was in the 1930s that the school district got its very first school bus. And so we added more buildings and we started adding things like that. And so in the 1950s, what is currently the intermediate school, a portion of that building was built in the 1950s. And it was at that time, the high school was part of that. And then it wasn't until the 1980s that current buildings that we have, the current middle school, the current early childhood campus were built in the 80s.
Okay, well, back on the 125 subject, would you use any certain words to describe how far Bullard has come since then?
I would use, if I were describing Bullard and Bullard schools especially, I'd probably use the word heart. Public schools are the heart of their communities. And so I think that more than anything, the school is really the embodiment of the community and the driver of the community and the growth that we see.
So, next up, we have our first side quest with Bailey, featuring the bells.
I don't know what all these colors mean, but I'm just gonna go along with it.
So what Bailey's trying to do is wash the pig, and she's doing a really bad job at it.
You know what today is? New day, new side quest. Welcome back. This is the last first side quest of the year. We're going to do the bells. Let's go. We are actively getting suited up to be said bell. This is going to be bigger, better than last year. Let's go.
Bailey, you have to run to practice. Here.
I run.
The best thing she did, I think, was hustle out here. I mean, she didn't waste any time, and she was ready.
Did you bring your water?
No! Oh, I wasn't aware we were supposed to do that. I thought y'all were supposed to give me water because I'm captain.
So Bailey's not super flexible. The jump splits just weren't there, or the kicks. The legs were not straight, the toes weren't pointed, so we need to work on that.
That was shade.
One.
I think the best thing Bailey did today was either strut or streamer. She really kept up and her technique was really good, especially her kicks, really high. Oh, for sure. I think she could be the best Captain Bullard has ever seen.
Go line up on your stadium yard line thing. On a jog. We don't raise lazy bells. Yes, man. Yeah, run, Macy. I don't run. Not a runner. Never been a runner. Never claimed to be a runner. But hey, on a jog. So like whenever I blow the whistle, it's like 5-8.
1 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, you count and I'll blow.
Okay.
The whistle, preferably.
Are you ready? 3. Ready? 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5.
Sorry,
It's okay.
sorry.
You just gotta learn.
Consistent with that whistle.
Don't get consistent. It's just such an odd, like, awkward moment of silence whenever you go, like, skip 3.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
1,
Totally.
5.
7.
There's a lot of potential. I could see y'all. Did y'all watch the UDA? Is that what it's called last year? Oh my gosh, that was gas. Okay, let's break it out.
Say 4 plus 4.
4 plus 4.
We ace!
That was corny. Bells on me, bells on 3. 1, 2, 3, bells!
Well, that looks to be all for this week on the Bullard Buzz, so I'll be seeing ya. And remember, be the standard.